Red Devil engage.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Bloodbath. Today it is game 3 of the Reddit Perpetual League, where we have my nurgle team, the pokerotters, up against a vampire team, Black Ribboners of Pterry. Pterry? Oh well, we're up against vampires. And as you can see, we have facecam. That is because all of my games are now being live streamed on Twitch TV at Red Devil 1991. I think. Yeah, Red Devil 1991. So, if you want to watch these live and interact with me as I'm playing, then all you gotta do is follow my Facebook page. A link will be in the description. And I'll post as soon as I go live. I'm not sure how to play against vampires. I think they're quite similar to me, and they've got some good players in the vampires. Whereas I've got the warriors, the pestigors, and the beast. And then they got very bad ones in what are basically walking blood sacks.
Welcome, one and all, for what promises to be a regular Blood Bowl bruiser. So, lock up the wife and kids, take a 6-pack out of the fridge, and settle down into your favourite chair for some feisty entertainment.
A true sport for true men. When a guy goes down in Blood Bowl, you don't expect him to be getting back up.
I think they just walk in blood bags. Whereas obviously I've got my rotters, which are just walk in shit bags. Not a vampire at all. Can't tell what the last word is. Auto van check. Maledict. Altogether Andrews. I'm sure these are referencing something, but I'm not sure what. Coffin Henry. Duckman. I don't know, I'm sure there's a reference to those names. I'm just not getting it. Whereas obviously mine, a Pokemon! As you can see, my rotters are first evolutions. My Chaos Warriors are full evolutions of pure poison types, like Weezing and Muck. With my Pestigors being part bug type as well. Not sure why I went with Butterfree, I'm sure I spelled it wrong. But this one, Beedrill, I thought that suited
But not all of us are into that sort of thing.
a Pestigor very well.
Bob, as if propelling snotlings downfield is any different.
Yeah,
What was that?
Sure is different.
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
my
Blood on the pitch to
Venonat,
start
may as well retire.
That's right, Bob.
So I want Pestigors on the sides, I think. You go up there. No, not you. You come back. You go up there. And then 2 rotters back here to try and get the ball. Yeah, I think that'll do. And as usual, Blood Bowl doesn't remember my camera options.
3, 2, 1.
Bust up!
High kick. Oh cool, I get to put someone in the way. Don't want to move anyone off the timeline, so... touch line, sorry. Catch it? Nope. Useless bugger. See if we can't knock down some thralls. Nice, first turn stun.
One regulation clobbering.
The pitch is no place to lie down for a sleep.
But after an uppercut like that, he doesn't have any choice.
3 dice, come on beast.
Brilliant side
Come on
kick to the
Venusaur.
face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
5
Corruption
revolts.
so
How many
widespread that the
vampires has he
Referees
got?
Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and
Oh, he's only
how
got 3.
one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season,
3
clubs
vampires.
are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
It's a catch! Now
Yay!
this player just needs to survive!
And let's just form a cage. Yeah, I'll bring one of the warriors back. And with this one, I think move him to over there, and then blitz altogether Andrews using a pesticle. Okay, that sucked, but oh well. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have stopped him getting down here with it. But oh well. Remember my camera options, damn you. Hopefully that'll be something in Blood Bowl 2. It actually remembers what I want it to look like. There's only one die. Oh. Oh, you see, he failed his bloodlust. Rerolled. Can't remember what
Looks like there was
bloodlust
some
does.
bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
I'm reading here. Why should pass the hands?
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
Oh,
They've
so he's
got a
about to
point.
lose.
If they don't want to join in the fun,
Maledict,
they
is
might
it?
as well stay home
Till the end of the
and watch
drive.
it on Cablevision.
Because he didn't feed. This must be a very bad matchup for vampires, though. Because any vampires that make an action
Good job his nose got in the way.
must roll
Otherwise
anything
you'd
but a
have got it
1
full in
to
the
not
face.
need to go feed. Anything but a 1 to attack anything that's not a rotter. Yeah, this must be a really bad matchup for vampires. What is it? Twitch.tv. There you go. Bit of selfless promotion. I'm sure that's the wrong word. Oh, well. Shameless promotion. As soon as this is going on YouTube as well. And as I started the video off by saying,
Pokerotters went missing in the Sea of Ice in '88?
That's right, Bob. They drifted for years. All the players frozen stiff in huge blocks of ice.
Until some local
So what's the
fishermen
best
boarded
plan
the
of
vessel and
attack
brought it
next?
southwards. Once defrosted, they were quickly back in business.
That's right, Bob. By the time the boat arrived back to shore, the crew had become devoted fans, and the ship's cat transformed into a beast of nurgle. It looks like nothing can stop the nurgle's rotters.
I don't think anything's going to stop the cage advance. Yeah, no. I don't think he's even trying to stop the cage advance in this turn, which is good. Wait. I thought he... Why did this roll one if happens? Oh, is that what he re-rolled? Okay, maybe that's why he re-rolled, so he didn't fail his bloodlust. Yeah, I thought the same thing, you know, if I give out the stream ID, then they're gonna be able to watch and see what I say, but
Did you know that vampire
I win,
teams
so
have
really, anyway.
experimented with using vials and flasks to satisfy the need for blood on the pitch? But it has always ended in failure, as there is always a block or tackle that sends the container crashing to the ground.
That's right, Jim. I remember back in 2481 when the Gregan Counts faced off against the
Yeah,
Dark
let's move it
Forest
up here.
Iron Hoover. The match was abandoned when the Minotaurs and the Vampires spent the entire second half trying to drink the blood that was spilt over the pitch.
Oh, I remember that match well, Bob.
That's why they started to field thralls instead. Living containers.
yeah. So all I'm doing at the moment is trying my best to stay at the top, because I started in Division 1. You know, as long as I don't lose too much this season. Yeah, let's blitz. Oh, it's only one die. Alright, let's go blitz that guy. Haha! Down you go.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
Yeah. So I wish I picked an Orc team. I just said it. I read the silent sheet wrong and thought all the Orcs are picked. Turns out none of them were. It was a limit of 3 of the same class, the same type, and I thought Orcs are full, but all 3 of them were in the reserves, so I could have picked Orcs. But Orcs are just a lot more fun in my experience.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face!
Just because if you have watched any of my prior videos, I played green elves, not orcs, and had some amazing passes. Honestly, if you haven't watched them, go to YouTube, Red Devil 18. Again, there should be a link in my bio, actually, so if you click my name on Twitch, you should see that. And, of course, if you enjoy what's there, please subscribe. What's he most likely to do now? I don't think any of these guys over here have moved. Hypnotic gaze, what's that do?
Ew, slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell.
Okay, so we removed the
Really?
tackle zone.
Thanks for reminding me.
That's quite cool. I didn't know they
notice
could do
that
that.
Pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh.
Ah, that's clever. That's really clever. I didn't know they could do that. I really didn't know they could do that. Plus side, there's still these 2 tackle zones here, and this one's got tentacles. So there's no way he's blitzing him. Not with this guy, anyway. Does this stop him assisting? So like, let's say he hypnotized my... If successful, then the opposing player loses tackle zones and may not catch, intercept, or pass the ball. Assist another player or move... Yeah, it does. Ouch. Doesn't... Ah,
A recent
why can't I
medical report
type while I
stated
do
that
this?
cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent.
So, plan of attack. I think pretty much my plan is just bash him. Bash him and move up. Ooh, tackle zone.
The bench seems to be in two minds about what to do.
Decided
about
not to
a player
re-roll
lying
it.
prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin.
Ooh, that sucked. Oh well, let's push him there and have another go with that guy. Stand him up first. Ooh, this ain't going well. So that's a vampire, which is strength 4. So I think best plan here would be to blitz that guy out the way. No, I gotta get this guy in there. Let's remove this guy.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Nurgle, Nurgle, Nurgle. Why are Nurgle teams always so popular, Bob?
Because all their fans are infected, Jim.
And then reform the cage by here. That's not the ball carrier. Fuck! Oh shit, there's a tackle zone there. Oh, required 5. I balls that up. Ah! Oh, shouldn't have wasted the reroll. I balls that up so bad. Oh, I suck at this game. As long as he blitzes someone other than the ball carrier, then I can react. If he manages to get that ball.
Look
In fact, I
over
think
there.
I've got it
Some
protected
cute little
enough,
elf
that'll be
beauties
fine.
Are selling big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big
Oh.
moot sandwiches?
No way! A little elf cutie.
Oh, that makes up for my balls up. Unlucky, but thank you. No worries, yeah. Yeah!
As soon as he throws
Oh,
his
dead.
first punch.
We know
Oh.
the opponent will be out for lunch.
Oh! I'm happy because I get
Players are
SP,
far
but
less
sorry.
resistant to collisions than they used to be.
That wasn't a collision. It was an assassination.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever killed a player. Oh. I'm happy and sorry at the same time.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
No, alright, this is the ball carrier. You go there. And there's no way of stopping the beast, but let's get you out of the way, because at least then I'm using the blitz and helping form the cage at the same time. Just by not following it up.
What? Right right on the schmuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
Ah, the vampires! At last! A team with class!
Not that you're biased, being a vampire and all.
Not at all.
He's right. Actually, send the Pesticle and the Warrior, because at least then if he hypnotic gazes, then I still got one there. He is spot on though. Feels so both really satisfied and make you so guilty. I want to try and get some SSP on someone other than a Rotter though. You know, preferably one on the Warriors, or at worst the Pesticle. I am really happy and sad for him at the same time. Not happy and sad for him. Happy for me, sad for him.
The stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
Oh, it is such a weird feeling. I don't usually feel remorse for people. I'm usually like, no matter what happens. But as you said, he's a vampire though, so I should stop it. Oh. Did he re-roll? Yeah, he re-rolled it, okay. No wonder he has so many re-rolls.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly. If it wasn't for the blood flowing from his nose and mouth, you'd swear he was having a rest.
Oh, he hasn't blitzed yet. Of course not. He's re-rolled though. I forgot about him. Oh, now it's done you now? No. Down you go, Rotter.
You can't say much
wait.
about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
What's his name? What's the name of my new player?
Wizards
Oh fuck,
have
what
not
happened?
always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines.
What happened?
Were you playing at the time in an
Oh, he tried to
Albion
dodge, did
league,
he?
a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes.
Mr.
They were
Slant.
great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
See, I said... It's annoying hearing the same things over and over again. Probably wouldn't be so bad if they weren't trying to be funny. Yeah, you can't reach. Right, what if I bring you up? Could actually do it with the Pesticle, but a free. I want to get rid of the vampires. See if I can't remove. Ooh, no block. That sucks. That's also my blitz gone. Where's a good place to reform this cage? I think by here.
Here we go, nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
Oh, I'm running out of turns. Yeah, come on. I can win this one. I can win a game. That was lucky, considering he had the 2 die. But he gets another try, of course. Plus side, that means 2 of them are already down. Ooh,
Have a nice
done.
sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
I wonder if I can just turn the commentators off or something. Then again, I don't want to turn them off because people may be viewing who don't know them all off by heart.
Did you know one of the most unsportsmanlike nurgle teams out there is the Decayed Renegade?
Oh, yeah, Jim. And they have a large appetite for foul play.
Let's hope for some of that action today, Bob.
Indeed, Jim.
Ooh, he hasn't actually stopped me. Can that pesticle make it? No, I should have moved up a little bit more. It's that one vampire.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
That player's seeing stars now.
Funny for someone that wasn't really that bright.
I'm sure it's the same vampire every time. Yeah, usually I mute my microphones who don't know I'm smoking, but face cam and I stream for like 10 hours plus. I'm not gonna smoke for 10 hours. Sorry, no. Maybe once I start, I get enough. Ooh, even with tentacles. Okay, but yeah, maybe once I get enough viewers, I can part on Twitch and start treating this like work, then maybe I will. But at the moment, it's just some fun for me, and hopefully for you too.
Ew, slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell.
Still gutted I didn't move one up.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me. I didn't notice that pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh.
I really don't know what the best way of doing this is. Because what do I need for passing? J83 needs a 4, but I think I always forget what the bloody charts are. See, the funny part is now that I've asked this, he's going to think I'm going to go for a pass, when in reality I may not go for a pass. Oh, that sucked. Do not follow.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
It is indeed. Oh, you get +1 for short. No modify. I have no. Hang on. Oh, I've already moved him. Thank you.
Nice left punch.
Do I get
Right
points
on
for
the nuts.
knockout?
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Don't think I do. I'm waiting to see if my viewer account pops up. See if he logs in. Going, is he seriously going to pass as Nurgle? Like, really, bro? That's another thing I need to do, actually. I am watching the game.
Jim, I have a question for you. Which team was crowned the
Oh,
worst
I
team
keep
ever
forgetting
in the
about that.
Strike magazine?
The Streisand Vampires.
That's right, Jim, and they all got sticked by their fans.
That's all true, Bob, but they re-emerged last year with a new vampire lord, Perpetual von Streisand, and they were quickly voted rookie team to watch.
Oh, we even did it to the beast. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is so bad for me.
He checked that move.
Oh!
Stupid, you mean? I doubt he'll be taking any further part in the match after that.
No, we've still
Oh.
got 2 legs.
Oh, that sucks so bad for him. That is really, really gutting. I really want to take out the vampire, not the thrall.
That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him.
Why is that only one? Oh, of course, there's a vampire. Let's bring that guy up there.
Did you know the nurgle rotters went missing?
Oh, I didn't want to have to use my reroll
That's
yet.
right, Bob. They drifted for years. All the players
Oh.
frozen stiff in huge blocks of ice.
Until some local fishermen boarded the vessel and brought it southwards. Once defrosted, they were quickly back in business.
That's right, Bob. By the time the boat arrived back to shore, the crew had become devoted fans, and the ship's cat transformed into a beast of nurgle. It looks like nothing can stop the nurgle's rotters.
So that takes a 5+. That'll take a 6. Good God. Go down, damn you. This guy does not want to go down. Let's try again. Oh my God. So I really don't want a rotter to get the SSP. But at this rate, I'm not going to get any SSP because I'm not going to score. Alright, he's unlikely to run through here. So if I go set up there, it means he shouldn't be able to get to the ball carrier.
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Oh!
Like the motley horde.
Didn't see him.
A bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
I didn't see him there. Anyone else I don't know about? Oh, I didn't see him. No, I've gone down. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks.
Well, that's one with a good reason.
Oh,
to
no.
go see the apothecary.
Don't tell me he's got the ball now
Looks
as
like
well.
He's gonna need a good one.
No, but he's got it down well protected. Oh, I'm so stupid.
The player gets hold of the ball.
Did he re-roll? I don't think he did. Oh my god.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Okay, I just can't believe that. Now it all comes down to how he positions to stop me bashing him out of the way and getting hold of the ball in the final turn. And I've got no re-rolls either. Yeah, is the camera okay by there? It doesn't block anything, does it? No, cool. He's just gonna run. Ah, oh, you swine. You absolute swine, you. Hey, he failed one. But he re-rolled it. It's a vamp as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they
bloodless.
say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
Oh, come on. Even with tentacles. Oh.
You have to be counted to 10 to be officially knocked out.
In his case, I think that they could count to 5,000, and it wouldn't change a thing.
I am just so disappointed in myself right now. I can't believe I did that.
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
Oh!
This player needs some time to get his senses back.
What a coward.
Get up, loser!
I can't believe that. I just really can't believe how stupid I am on times.
technically, that was a perfect catch.
Alright, so what did he actually need there? There's a short pass. Agility 4.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for
Needed
each
a 3,
game.
yeah.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
I just can't get over that.
Could be a bit one-sided.
I really cannot get over that. And he got most of his players back. So that's not too bad for him.
Typical of the referee. The players just get warmed up and he brings them off the field.
I reckon that several players will appreciate a few minutes rest.
I think I should leave my big guys up there. Because why not? How many is he missing? Yeah, that's the bad one. I don't know. That's the grid button. Isn't there a way to get names up? Oh, don't want that.
All vampire teams do suck.
Blood, of course. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Jim, we can agree that they are not the greatest teams out there.
Well, Bob, they do have a huge disadvantage. I mean, all that blood-sucking and all.
Okay, so N plus. I have no idea what that is. See, I want this, but it's also so busy at the same time, especially by there. Alright. Wait, John, not a vampire at all, Smith. Okay. I've been wondering what that said since the game started.
The players are positioned and we're off.
Okay, so just bounce it slightly more. Oh, come on. Remember my settings, damn you.
Clean take up there. Nothing to say.
Bit risky
And I
doing
don't
that
have any
first.
remark to add, my friend.
Oh. Cool. I didn't think of that. He's only got one player in the tackles, in the starting tackle zone.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnibbel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep.
How many has he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's only down one player as well, so he obviously had a spare. What? Oh, that's where he's got wrestle, is it? Oh, he's got his free roll still. I'm guessing he's got it because wrestle will stop a turnover. Problem is, vampires can pass, so I gotta be careful. Oh, and he's already re-rolled, so he's got to feed. Otherwise, he's losing a vampire.
Doping is really endemic in this
Which
sport.
one's okay?
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Just look at the way
Stunned.
his feet and hands
Nice.
are twitching.
The punch is still echoing round his body.
No. No, suffer a turnover. I don't understand that at all. But I don't play vampires. Oh, come on! Dice, you suck.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Oh, I see, he's just the closest
Could
guy.
be.
Okay.
Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
That's a vampire. Let's see if I can't get this guy at the edge of the pitch. Oh, knockout, even better.
I think he's singing him a lullaby.
Funny how his head went one way and the body the other.
Must have an elastic jaw.
Fairness, that's the first time it's happened this game, so I can't be too upset about it.
Did you know that vampire teams have experimented with using vials and flasks to satisfy the need for blood on the pitch? But it has always ended in failure, as there is always a block or tackle that sends the container crashing to the ground.
That's right, Jim. I remember back in 2481, when the Gregan Counts faced off against the Dark Forest Iron Hoover. The match was abandoned when the Minotaurs and the Vampires spent the entire second half trying to drink the blood that was spilt over the pitch.
Oh, I remember that match well, Bob.
I'm keeping one of the rotters there, at least then,
why they started
if
to
I
feed
want
us
to
frogs
move off
instead.
Wheezing,
Living
then
containers.
Zubat's still a babysitter. I'm not sure when I get... When do I get my free rot? Hang on, who killed him? I can't remember who killed him. Have a look. Nurgle. Hang on, when someone... You cannot have decay. Hmm. Oh, I see, it doesn't... I see what you mean. Oh, I see, he's added after the game. Cool. Oh, he's got to re-roll though. He didn't re-roll it. Okay. Why did he blitz then?
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire
That one's at
incident,
agility 2
when
because of an
rampant
injury.
spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink
right.
into the earth.
Nobody could forget that.
So I was just looking
People
to
were
think
blinded
of
for
if
miles
I've got
around the
to...
stadium.
If I got to intercept. Tentacles does make it harder to dodge, doesn't it? Yeah, dodge will leap out of the tackle zone. I see. It holds. It doesn't make. It doesn't mean you have more chance of falling over. It means it'll keep you there. I see. Right, there's no one to stand up, and I've got to get in at the ball here. please foul or Ron go down. Thank you.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
I've also got to keep a... Like, the
A
beast can't
recent
reach.
medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent.
So if you smack him out of the way, there goes my last reroll. It's only a push, but that'll do for now. Do not follow it up. Then these two guys can come and guard John, not a vampire at all, Smith. I'm tempted to leave Butterfree here just to stop him running down the side. What's the speed? Speed 6. 6. Sounds. Yeah, Butterfree can stay by there. So I just... It's yet one more tackle zone if you want to try and make a run down here. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. You can see my hands.
Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
I'm so
Under an
stupid.
agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
So what's he likely to do now is the... What's he likely to do? Oh, I didn't see the 2 die there. That was bad. That's bad on my part,
And don't
though.
forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
I think I may have put too many players near the ball. Because if he passes it over here or something. See, I'm not sure what... I see all players have it. Okay, I was looking at these army stripe thingies.
Splendid! But it wasn't a good idea to insult them on the way past. The other one is
No.
really angry now.
Is he going to go for a pass? See, I really wasn't sure what happened there because it just seemed to glitch out. Good part is, I know he is for a fact not passing.
Here we go, nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating
Can
and
vampires
watching
get
the game
sick?
from afar, Jim.
I don't think vampires can get sick, can they? That's already 2-die my choice. I really don't need to send Muck up there. Alright, let's send back 3 regardless. Just because I need to start moving players up. Good, good. Down you go.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
2-die here. Down you go. Yes, follow it. Oh, another injury.
Ouch!
Nice.
That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
What was it?
Jim, that's never a nice sight.
Okay, not long-term effect. That's good.
Did you know one of the most unsportsmanlike nurgle teams out there is the Decayed Renegade?
Oh, yeah, Jim. And they have a large appetite for foul play.
Oh,
Let's hope for some
what
of
the
that
hell?
action today, Bob.
Indeed, Jim.
What the fuck happened? The fuck? I may actually lose this now because my first half stupidity and whatever the hell that was.
For some high-quality Blood Bowl gameplay.
If you call fondling thralls and neck-biting as high-quality gameplay, then yes. But not all of us are into that sort of thing.
Either that was a bug or
Really,
it
Bob?
just
As if propelling
displayed the
sparklings
information in a very,
downfield
very
is
poor
any
way.
different.
Yeah, Jim. Sure is different to me. More blood on the pitch to start with.
That's right, Bob.
See, if I knew that was a going for it play, I wouldn't have done it, just because of the risk of that happening.
Down and eat the dust. It's good for you.
Oh, that was good, but then that's why I put so many players in. And he's stunned. That is actually excellent for me. I should do it with Pestigal, but yeah, I just need the speed, so I'm gonna have my warrior do it. Again, usually I'd knock in there and have a second go, but I just gotta move players down.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
I don't want to go for it, so let's just get him as close as I can. Well, he knows what I mean. As do you. For the love of God, please go down. Damn. Nothing else I can do this turn. So, just gotta remember, he is not stunned now. Next turn, he will stand up.
Nurgle, Nurgle, Nurgle. Why are Nurgle teams always so popular, Bob?
Because all their fans are infected, Jim.
Another thing I'm going to look at doing is I'm going to look at putting a screen behind me rather than you looking at my wardrobe and its mirror. And then I'll try and cut the background out altogether, sort of green screen it.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't
Ooh.
dodge that one.
You swine. You going to make a dodge? You still have plenty of rerolls.
Nice dodge.
Yeah. And that's why these players come down. Oh, there's no one babysitting the beast. Sometimes I need a 4-up to move the bugger instead of a 2-up. Considering he's an agility-free team, he definitely takes a lot of risks with his dodge. See what I mean?
Ew, slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell, Jim.
I'm sorry, that timing is too perfect
Thanks for
not to point
reminding
out.
me. I didn't notice that pungent, acrid stench of death and bile. God, bleh.
Right, let's move that one. Let's just move in there, I think. Then I get the 2-die here. Okay, I know it's not a down, but that's fine. Strength 4 vampire. So if Weezing comes here, that'll stop that guy. Foddish comes here. Again, I'm going to ignore this guy and just hope I'm getting the ball off him this turn. 1 die, no reroll. Alright, so if I do it from this side...
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
Then the second foot tentacle can come guard this guy here. And let's get a few more players around. So if I fail, there should be no way he's getting out of here. There we go. Again. Come on, running out of turns. It's gonna blitz over here. Who are you thinking of blitzing, mate? I see he's hoping to push the ball out. Okay, interesting. Oh, that just made it worse. Ooh.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
So I think the best plan here now is going to be smack out those two thralls. Again, I'm pointing at the screen again. Smack out these two thralls. Then that vampire. And try and make a run with the pesticle. Ooh, that sucks. Oh, I wish you followed it up. I could have knocked him onto the ball in hope of just pushing it onto Butterfree. Ah, damn it. I should have...
Good recovery. That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad for me.
Take a while to get over it.
That's definitely good, knocking the vamp down.
I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it. Did you know the nurgle went missing in the Sea of Ice in '88?
That's right, Bob. They drifted for years. All the players frozen stiff in huge blocks of ice.
Yeah, I will follow that
Until
one
some
then.
local fishermen boarded the vessel and brought it southwards. Once defrosted, they were quickly back in business.
That's right, Bob. By the time the boat arrived back to shore,
Knock him out the
crew
way.
had become devoted fans, and the ship's cat transformed into a beast of nurgle. It looks like nothing can stop the nurgle's rotters.
I knew that happened. I think you run to there. And... Or maybe... Do I want to risk it? You can't move. Yeah, if I move up one, then it's got a... Ooh, even better. Can I get it to him?
Yep,
Yes, I can.
good pass.
The other team didn't keep the eye on the ball.
That's actually a lot better for me, because for one, he's the player I want to be running anyway. Yeah, I've only just bought him, so it'd be good to get some SSP on him. So, SPP. God, we could actually win. Maybe. Ooh, he's got 2 rerolls. Damn.
Did you know one of the most unsportsmanlike nurgle teams out there is the Decayed Renegade?
Oh, yeah, Jim. And they have a large appetite for foul play.
Let's hope for some of that action today, Bob.
Ball still on the ground.
Jim.
It's okay. Alright, I got 2 turns. Best way of doing this. Do I go for stupid beast? Do I go for getting in there and just praying I can pass it out? Try and get it to Nidoking or something? Who can run up there in 2 turns, I think. 1, 2, 6, yeah. No. That means you'd have to go for it twice. The rotters are movement 5. Oh! Oh my... I gotta start looking at the whole pitch. I'm sure I haven't moved him in turns.
Here we go, nurgle style again, Bob.
Who can argue with some high-quality infectious foul play, Jim?
Indeed, Bob. Sure is funny to see the opposition trying to stay healthy when they play against a nurgle team.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
Good, good. Go down. Nice, got the
In a game
knockout.
as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
So I want to get the ball and get it to him. Okay, what's the best way of doing this? Right, so if I move him there, that means I need a 5 up to catch it because of these two. So if I knock one of them out at the very least... Okay, not out, but at least away. And yes, forward up just to stay in the zone. So that should be, yeah, that's a 4 up now. So I need a 4 up, 4 by 4 up, 4 by 4 up.
Why are nurgle teams always so popular, Bob?
Because all their fans are infected, Jim.
Can I do it? I did it!
The ball is in his hands.
Great pass.
Textbook stuff.
Yeah, you've seen green elves, now you got smelly elves. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can either go for it once this turn. Fingers crossed. Got 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who can reach him? He can reach even if I go for it. Double fingers crossed. Literally, I'm trying to click with my fingers crossed. Yes! Oh, we're in for a chance, boys.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
Fuck it, don't follow. Alright. So he can reach if he goes for it twice. Same with him. He's a thrall. He's a vampire. Yeah, I did move tentacle this time. I'm sure. Sure I moved in. I get too excited over these. Like, I haven't even noticed like my viewer count's gone up. Hi viewer. Say hello in the chat. I will interact with you, I promise. So that would mean double going for him to do it. Would mean double going for it, dodging, and being able to beat a strength 4 guy. Oh, he's not trying to beat me. He's just been in the tackle zone. And I'm guessing he's going to do the same. So again, he's got no more rerolls. If he wants to do it, he's got to dodge. Oh, yes. final turn of the game.
All vampire teams do suck.
Blood, of course. Hey, Bob.
2 die.
Yeah, Jim, we can agree that they are not the greatest teams out there.
Well, Bob, they do have a huge disadvantage. I mean, all that blood sucking and all.
I'm not even risking it.
Took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichman.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him.
We gotta win.
We can say the match has finally started.
And that means a level up on my whoever Chaos Warrior, whichever one that was.
A close victory, Bob.
They tried the best they could, but only managed to slaughter a few players.
Okay, so they're bigger and stronger than the opposition.
Kevin don't want to
But where
reroll
did
that.
get?
Maximum amount.
But do you think they'll learn?
Learning implies neurons. Unforgivable defeat, Bob.
Right you are, Jim. They had plenty of the ball, but did nothing constructive.
If you won games by stringing together passes, they
That's
would have
odd.
won hands down.
I just swapped to monitor and OBS and it's still not picking up.
In the end zone.
He was the best player out there.
oh, yeah, it
On
is.
his own, he could not deliver a win.
Delay.
Yeah, the coach is going to have to strengthen his lineup. They could have cut the pitch in half today.
Yes, the opposition hardly ever got over the halfway line. What? Not one player doped? Let me express just a teensy-weensy bit of surprise.
Well, if it's true, it will definitely go down in the annals. He's a typical example of RPBA. Ref paid to do bugger all.
Yes, they could have got away with murder out there today.
They did.
Hopefully we'll meet again next season. Either yeah, it's most likely to happen with us both being in Group 2. No, I don't want to buy in. I don't know, how's the... Reddit Perpetual League, Season 1, Rankings. Okay, yeah. Can't remember if it's bottom 2 or bottom 3 that get demoted. Yeah, not intentional, but shameless promotion. It'll be better if you bottom 2, okay. No, it's not. It says right here, bottom 3. See it. Top 3 teams of Group 3. Yeah, it's definitely 3. But anyway, that was it for the Reddit Perpetual League Season 1, Game 3. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you like this new style of my recording. And of course, tune into the Twitch TV channel to see me playing a variety of games. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.